Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful souls. How ya all doing? Hope you are all having a fabulous freaking Friday morning. Love coming in here, giving value, spending the time with you. Absolutely freaking love it. So let's hit record. Say hello in the chat box when you come on live, or if you're watching this on the replay, do hashtag replay. Hello and welcome to Tash Talks, the live show. Now, firstly, I just want to say happy International Women's Day. Like, this is incredible. And I really want you to step into this energy of today. Celebrate yourself. Like, don't wait until you signed a client or filled out your launch or the podcast hit the top 10. Stop waiting for that and just celebrate yourself today. Like, literally just stop today and actually celebrate how far you have freaking come, because you're absolutely incredible. What you've been able to achieve, what you've been able to have and create in your life intentionally, freaking well done to you. Okay. And I just want you to take some time today to celebrate that. Another thing I want to celebrate is choose wisely. And what I mean by that is choose to have a family, friends, and a freaking husband that get it. Like, my husband said to me, get ready. I'm picking you up at 5:30 tonight, taking you out for dinner. I want to celebrate you. And it's so, it's International Women's Day. And like, you are the most incredible woman I've ever met in my life. And he sent me the most beautiful message this morning. Like, marry right. Like, yes, celebrate me. Celebrate me as a wife, as a mother, as a CEO, as a freaking badass, as a soul, as a spirit, as a human, as a woman. Like, yeah, I'm here for it. You take me wherever you want to take me to tonight, darling. You freaking celebrate your wife. I'm here for it. And I want to raise a son that understands that and appreciates that. And hopefully I am a great role model for him to then, when he goes on and, in life, and how he has a role model as a mum, then he then goes on to respect and treat and appreciate other women like that, like myself. And I just feel like so honored to be in this space with other incredible badasses that we're all doing this for the greater good, and we all want to make a change and change lives, our clients' lives, our own lives, and create a ripple effect in this world. So I just want to say I'm in great company, and thank you for that. So, right, let me get some water before I get on my TED talk for today. So, as always, sure, this is what we do. Right, let me just start off with this. We're in a brand spanking new month, okay? We are in the month of March. We can make this month absolutely incredible. This could be the best month of your business. This could be the best month of your year. This could be the best month of your whole span of your 5, 4, 3 years of business. It could be the best month of your life if you decide to be, right? And for this March, what I've decided is I've called it Make Moves, right? It's all about making moves this March. In order for you to achieve the desired outcome and goal that you want, it starts with a decision. So let's freaking go. What if you were to say this March that this was your month that you went all in? This was the month that you were committed. This was the month that you thought outside the box, that you served your audience without any expectation, that you had no attachment to the outcome. What have you said to yourself that you decide that this month you get to have tons of fun? You get to play with your creativity. You get to focus on the pleasure and not the pressure. You get to shift those subconscious beliefs that are currently keeping you where you are right now. This is the month that you actually implemented the strategy that moved the needle in your business, that you celebrated the F out of everything and every freaking day. Like, seriously, you celebrate everything. Even if it's the smallest thing. I showed up today. I gave a great little TED talk today. I committed to working out, and I did, like, what if you were to just celebrate everything as part of your life and made the enjoyment of business about your day-to-day enjoyment? And it wasn't waiting until you hit the 10, the 20K months and you actually just enjoyed everything in your every part of day of life. Like, seriously, you enjoyed every aspect of business and every aspect of your life. And what if this was the month that you protected your energy like a freaking mofo? And you really worked on curating that? What if you said to yourself that there is infinite possibilities? Like, it's limitless what I can achieve. What if you tapped into that energy? What if you were to grateful for every single thing that you currently have, see, feel, taste, touch right now. And you are also freaking grateful for everything you want to call in as if it's already happened. What if this was the month that you make freaking moves? What if this was the month that you showed up for yourself, for your business as a CEO, as a freaking CEO boss? What if this was the month that you really started to be? To be. What if this was the month that you showed your audience that you were a true embodiment of your work? That you actually walk the walk. You don't just talk the talk. What if this was the month that you actually showed that? You showed up on social media. You were committed. You were showing up with your lenses of content. You were showing up as the expert. You were showing up as the embodiment. You were showing up as yourself. And you said, you know what? I can't F this up this month. Like nothing could go wrong for me this month because I'm the legend. I'm the winner. I always get to win. What if you came with that attitude this month? And you showed up in that attitude every single day on your Insta stories and your TikTok, doing your Instagram reels, sending out those emails. And it came from a place of creativity. It came from a place of fun. And you let go of the need, the must, the should. What if this month that you said to yourself, I'm going to believe in myself, unbelievable. I'm going to allow myself to be confident AF. I'm going to allow myself that if I get triggered, I work on it, I deal with it. This month, I am actually going to get so laser focused on me and my success and my goal and serving my audience. I'm going to get obsessed with that. I'm going to commit and go into the whole Delulu. I'm just for this month, I'm just going to freaking go. I'm not going to set myself targets. I'm not going to set myself constraints. I'm not going to set myself, oh, I must do this in order for this. I actually let go of the equation of this month. That this equals this equals this. I'm actually going to tap into not working harder, not the hustle, but the working smarter. The sitting in as a CEO. I'm going to sit and actually plan out my month so I feel freaking good. I feel organized. I know what I should be doing every single day when I'm showing up for my business. What if I said to myself, this month was the month that I blew the F up in my business, that I just popped off on TikTok. My Instagram just went full of the most dreamy side of clients. What if this was the month I said to myself, this is the month. This is the month. This is the month that I totally and utterly back myself. I go all in. I take the freaking action. This is the month that I am going to convince myself. I'm going to brainwash myself into success. What if this was the month that you said to yourself, what if I focused on slaying my subconscious mind and then married that with strategy? And I was committed and I showed up no matter what. It wasn't down to, oh, I'll show up if I sell. I'll show up because I made a sale. Oh, no. What if you got rid of all of that and you just said to yourself, I'm going to show up. I'm going to freaking show up. I'm going to go all in. I'm not going to let the excuses of this person ghosted me or this reel didn't go viral or the algorithm is against me or that person's already hit 20K and I'm not there or this and all of this. So what if I just let go of all the bullshit? And this month I decided that this was the month I made 10K. This was the month I made 15. This was the month that I sold out my launch. This was the month that I called in 20K cash month. This was the freaking month that I don't panic, that I don't fret, that I don't go, oh, what ifs and play that stupid game that only gets me into like, nah. What if I played the what if game? Like, what if this all freaking worked out? What if I was able to like light up TikTok? What if I was able to like bring my truth and speak from my heart on my podcast? What if I could just fill in the blank? And you just freaking went for it. Do you know the magic that you would be able to create from that type of attitude? Because just calling it how it is, do you think you're in that attitude right now? Well, hopefully you are after listening to this. But before this, were you? No, maybe that's not why you were getting the results. What if you'd say to yourself, I get to freaking win. I am the main character. This is my show. Pretend you're in the Truman Show. You know, when it's all about Jim Carrey and everything stops and the filming stops. And then as soon as he comes, there's the people that walk past. And what if this was your life? This is how I think in my brain. When I wake up, I'm like, it's the Tasha Show. It's the Tasha Show. Instead of the Truman, it's the Natasha Show. And I show up in that attitude every single day. I ask myself, what will top up my tank? What is it that I need to protect more than anything? My energy, who I am. What do I want to do today? I want to speak my truth. I want to have laugh. I want to have fun. What do I do before I even open the laptop and sit at this desk? I work on me. I top myself up. I do my subconscious work. I've had the most incredible breakfast, very nice and nutritious. I've worked out. I've had a dance party. I've had a beautiful bath. I've done my hair, got myself into a lovely, beautiful outfit, ready to freaking smash the day. Can you feel this energy? That's because I decide. I decide to myself that I ain't playing small. I'm not allowing these beliefs in my head to take over. We have a choice. You have a choice. Are you choosing to believe of the what ifs is not going to work out and it's not going to happen and the limiting beliefs are going to take over? Or are you choosing to go, this is my mum. You're right. Thank you so much for calling me out. Because you're right. I have been holding back. I haven't been going on. I have been showing up. I have been consistent. I have been letting that little inner critique take over, but not no more. Because the goal that you want, that goal of 10K months, not only is a hell of a lot of other people doing that maybe are not even as gifted and as talented, as qualified as you. They're already doing it though. So there's one example of the fact it actually can happen. And two, the fact you have a desire of 10, 20K a month. The fact you just have that means it already exists. You have a quantum field. And all of it, as we know, is energy is everything and everything is energy. And on that quantum field, there's vibrations, there's waves. We're making waves, right? There's waves. And where you are right now are here. And you're thinking and dreaming and visualizing and journaling out the 10K months. And your higher self is here and she's already hitting it. She's already hitting it. And the fact that it is, all it means is it's possible for you because your higher self's already living it. All we need to do is bridge that energetic gap. You're here, you're here vibrating, and what you desire is here. Your higher self is already achieving that. The work is to actually become an energetic match for that. That is what your work is. It doesn't matter what your current reality is right now. I don't care if you're making 5K right now and you want to double that to 10K. Seen so many clients do it. Seen so many clients do it. It doesn't matter what the number is. Oh, Tash, I'm at 10K and I'd really like to make that 10K like reoccurring income. Yep. Tash, I'm at 2K. I'd really like to get that to 8. Like the numbers are irrelevant. It doesn't matter. Nothing you're going to tell me is going to shock me. Nothing. And I'm constantly reminding myself and being in the space of other women that are quantum leaping. I know some that went from 10K in a whole year then was making 100K months. Like it doesn't matter about the number. It's about this work. It's about the decision. It's about showing up. You don't just make the decision and go, yeah, this month's going to be great. And then you sit on your ass all month. And you also then don't do just hustle, 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 hustle. No. Set the intention. Then take the aligned action every freaking day. Show up as that CEO that is already making 10K cash months. What's she doing? How's she feeling? How's she showing up? What's she investing into? Think about this. When you pick up your phone, you're about to jump on TikTok or Instagram. What is your state that you are in? Where is the energy that you are in it right now? Because what I would say is your higher self is coming from a very different energy. Don't be going up on that Insta story thinking, well, if I make this story, I'm going to make a sale. No. You don't come from that energy. You come from the energy of you've already made 10K. So what would you be bringing? What value would you be delivering to your audience if you'd already made the 10K? It's from that energy that creates the sales. It's not from that needy, that must. And I know you know this. So really tap into that confident AF, badass version of yourself. You know, Gabby Bernstein says it perfectly when she says, clean up your side of the street. Stop worrying about everybody else and what everybody else is doing. You work on you. If you've got to mute that girl that you've been stalking, mute her. If there's someone that you've been naturally going on to and every time you go onto that page, you're triggered, don't go onto the page anymore. Like consciously do not go onto the page. Work on your side of the street. Shift those triggers by working on your subconscious mind. Like it's easy when you know how. It's easy when you know how. And I love this, okay? I heard this on a podcast where Preston Smiles explained this story, and I just absolutely loved it. And he said, what you're wearing right now, let's pretend you've got a top on, or if you're listening to this in your jammies, or you've got your badass suit on, or whatever it is that you're wearing. Right now, that top was an off course. The house you live in, of course. The car you drive, an off course. Of course, right? The phone you've got, the laptop, the computer, the ring light, the whiteboard, everything was an of course. What do I mean by this? Well, there was a time where the car I drive right now was not an of course. It was a dream, it was a desire, but it wasn't an of course. As soon as you make something of course I'm going to do that. Like this top. As soon as I saw it, I was like, of course I'm having that. Bought it. Of course, I'm going all in my business. Of course, you make that decision. And this is the game. This is the game I want you to play and see where in your life you have an of course. Of course, my husband freaking loves me. Of course, my son adores me and we have the best fun together. Like, where's your of courses? Of course, it's my best friends. I've got my back. Of course, all my girlfriends are coming to my birthday pajama party. Like, these are of courses. Where's your of course? Where's your of course? And what I want you to do is play with transferring that over. If it's the 10K month, how can we transfer that over to, of course, I make 10K months. Think back to what you've made this last month. And that wouldn't have been an of course until you decided to be an of course. You know, of course, I'm going to sell out my launch. Like, you have to tap into that energy. Play with it. Play with this energy that's around you, it's open and willing for everybody to have. But you have got to step into this game and use that word game. So there's no expectation, there's no limitations, there's no constraints around. It's got to be this. No, it's a game. It's a game. So play the freaking game. You know, 10K months weren't my of course until they were my of course. 20K months, 30K months, 60K launches. They were not my of course until I made it my of course. Okay, there might be a Chanel jacket that wouldn't be an okay, oh my God, of course right now, but this wasn't of course. So we then have to adjust that. It's like an energetic set point. Right now, your of course may be way down here, but this is what you're going for. So you need to make that your of course. Play with this. You know, the universe doesn't understand the word no, doesn't understand it. It doesn't go, no. You can have the free coffee, you can have the parking space, you can even have the £1,000, but there's no way you can have 100K or that dream house or the dream guy. Nah, the universe doesn't understand that. It's you that puts that limitation on that. What the universe wants to hear is, where's your of courses? Where's that knowing? Where's that knowingness? Stand up in your power. Stand in that knowingness and go, that is my of course. Of course I make 10K. Of course I invest into myself. Of course I do the work inside Conscious Coach. Of course I slay my subconscious mind. Of course I show up and deliver to my audience. But where's your of courses? Everything is available to you. See the universe as your trust fund. The question isn't what the universe can deliver and what you can have, because I heard this somewhere and it says the universe doesn't understand the difference between an ant and an elephant. It's what we perceive it to be. Well, the elephant's strong and it's mighty and the ant's only... No, the universe doesn't understand that. Like, the universe doesn't understand the difference between a million and a pound. It doesn't understand. It's you that put those limitations on it. Everything's available to you. It's a trust fund that's open to you. The question is, how much are you willing to be that vessel? Oh, heard Emily Fletcher say this. Yes, landed. How willing are you to be that vessel to receive it and claim it as your of course? Are you ready to claim it? Put into the chat box, of course, if you are ready to claim your of course. Of course, this life is meant for me. Of course, it gets to work out for me. Of course, I get to make this cash. Of course, I get to serve my audience. Of course, I have the most dreamiest freaking idol clients. Of course, I have a husband that says, get yourself ready for dinner tonight. I'm taking you out to celebrate you because you're an incredible woman. That was give me shivers. Of course I do. It's actually getting me a little bit emotional. Of course, because I decide that that's my of course. Where are you deciding where you're settling for less than what you actually desire? Where's your of course is? Like, bring it. Bring your freaking energy where you go, I'm not settling. I get to have this. Of course you do. The universe wants it delivered to me. The universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it. Of course it wants it delivered to you. You know, when you were a baby, when you were born out of the womb, you weren't with this feeling that I'm not deserving of this, I'm not worthy of this. Like, you thought you were the bomb. Like, you were walking around like full of shit. And like, literally your nose might be all snotty, but you don't care. Because like, when I look at my son and I think, wow, like, you are 3 years old and he just thinks everything's just amazing and he's amazing. And he doesn't care if he's got snot going down his nose, or he doesn't care if he messed up on a word. He doesn't care if he fell over, he gets back up again. We need to get into that. He's got so many of courses. Of course my mum gives me treats. Of course I go to Spanish class. Of course my dad gives me the most amazing hugs. Of course Penelope comes up for Clarky cuddles. Like, he just lives in a world of course. And as through the years, as we all did, we all thought we were incredible and deserving, and nothing came with, I only get a bottle because I'm deserving. You got a bottle because of course you got a bottle. You got fed because of course you got fed. You went to school and you got clothes and you had a bath and all of this because of course you did. And it's through the years of conditioning and you being this sponge that soaked it all up of all the negativity, because we have a negative bias. Our subconscious mind is built to make us safe, to keep us alive. So it will want to keep us on that side of it. We have got to do that work to then flip onto the other side, come onto the other side, right? We have got to do that work. And through all those years of conditioning, it's then ingrained and conditioned us to believe with this blueprint that we can't have this and we've got to be deserving. And this equation of if I do this and I get this, then it means I'm enough and all of this bullshit. What if you were to just stay, of freaking course? Give me an amen for that. Like, of course I get to do this. You know, of course I'm doing a free challenge this month and it's called Making Freaking Moves. Actually, I should have called it that. It's called Making Moves, but let's add the freaking into it. It's very dynamic, isn't it? I haven't got the details for you right now, but of course I'm doing this. I'll drop them. I'll send you an email. I'll drop them into this Facebook group. I'll send them in a universe, on a plane, and a pigeon. Like, you're going to get these details because, of course, this is the month we go all in. We make that decision. And of course, I'm going to be that vessel for you to come into this space and for us to really work on your subconscious mind and your strategy. We're going to blend this shit together. We're going to mend the soul with the strategy. Because, of course, this is going to be our best freaking month ever. Of course, because you're a freaking badass. I'll see you the same place, same time next week. Peace out.